closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl. This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know. But I know someone who does.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. And I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Ryan, he's a big fish in an awful small pond.
Anything you say, pal.
If I was running things, I'd say, why just one city? Why not two, eh? Why not three?
I heard about your little friend. What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Hey, keep moving, buddy.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture?
Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like under those? Well, I say you should have to prove you're properly versed in it. Get on with it. Do you have any idea how valuable my time is?
A system like that invites abuse. He works for Ryan Security.
DeWitt? The Hostic sees you, he'll toss you out on your ass again.
Say the
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the little sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, I thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
refreshment, sir. Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
Mr. DeWitt, back again. And so soon.
Rate you're going through, it looks like you'll need an advance on your fee.
Are you in the know? Innovation and competition are what fuel Rapture. But that fuel can be diluted with rumor or flat-out lies. The rumor monger asks, what are these so-called splicing side effects? Well, take a look around you. Do you see anything wrong with your neighbor? The rumor monger asks, why has Tenenbaum withdrawn from the public's eye? Dr. Tenenbaum is a scientific mind unparalleled, even in Rapture. She's no doubt in her lab, toiling away at her next great innovation. I heard she was in cahoots with Fontaine. Merely slander from jealous naysayers. Remember, Rapture competes through innovation, not cheap shots. Bridget Tenenbaum is a woman who represents the best of science and industry. In other words, she's a Rapture gal. Now you know.
How am I going to make it work with me tonight?
Just a moment. Bonjour.
Amazing what it feels.
Are you in the know? You've doubtlessly sampled products from Fontaine Futuristics. But do you know why Ryan Industries saved it? Frank Fontaine, business leader and benefactor of mankind? Or was he the best friend the parasite ever had? Were you aware his businesses were a front for a smuggling ring? And were you also fooled by his supposed charity work? At his free clinic, patients became test subjects, and his orphanages were places that children disappeared into and never came out. Once they learned the truth, Rapture's Central Council called for the arrest of Fontaine Futuristics' owner. But, a coward to the end, Fontaine found a hail of bullets preferable to facing justice. The council asked that Ryan Industries assume the burden of stewardship of Fontaine's ill-gotten assets. And Andrew Ryan accepted that burden for the people of Rapture. Now all citizens can enjoy these products, free of criminal taint. Now you know.
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's owners for no reason.
Days. Her little girl's been...
Bonjour, signor.
Good afternoon.
Mr. DeWitt,
Someone to listen to your worries?
we'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. What brung you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Excuse me. Lady has some questions for you.
I'm interested in this piece.
Cohen sends those masks out in some kind of box. Damn. Must be somewhere else.
I don't have all the flaws of drawings.
Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop. See that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the star treatment, pal? That'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered by Mr. Reinhardt.
Gotta find that box.
Lovely.
Nothing. Well, only one place left.
Especially something in this
Yes.
I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing.
You ever met the man?
Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Please, come in.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open
Where's
my
he
mouth
hiding
for
that box?
fear of what foolishness might tumble out.
There you are, you little son of a bitch.
Oh, I would like so much. You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if could? You've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
It's temporary.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeepers. You've got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen his type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Dance, dance, move!
spirit of the eternal. No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick!
Please!
The stick!
For God's sake!
My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. There's no room in rapture anymore for the artist. Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions, yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You're more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her in exchange. All I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Cohen, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look,
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burialatsea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt. Look up there. Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber?
Goddamn grabber stuck.
I want the frosted one. Get me the frosted.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
Come back! I want the frosted.
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the three buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this. When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure.
Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know. I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison?
Here you go! Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look. Ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
It says it's on the top floor.
So we go up.
Welcome to the second day after the family feast.
Another burst pipe.
The store sunk a few hundred feet beyond its specifications. More pressure, more burst pipes.
Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Oh, have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Yeah. Our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
Just let me in, okay? Fontaine, he said we're all equal down here. We're all in the same boat. I just want a taste of some high-class food.
How could you do this to me? You spiff rabbit. You spiff Frankie.
Eve, here!
Use this for the bleeding.
Child stuff. Child stuff.
You can't judge a man. Bookings. Characters gotta come into account. Hey, you. I got what it takes. Make yourself. Expose your frailties to me!
See what else I can find!
Not everybody
don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who'll hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They wouldn't be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. And once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her atom, they cut a less sympathetic figure. Short-circuited. Probably be able to pop it open with
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a store ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
Welcome to the circus of value. No refund, no return. The value.
Found Eve! Catch!
That'll do!
Looks like the plasmid department is back that way. I'm sure we'd find something useful there. Ready.
Dr. Steinman has a solution. Come see him at Aesthetic
Don't make it. We'll get in.
Yeah! Take the tag! What do you want?
You don't belong!
This is what happens when you swim
Why did Ryan lock up all of Fontaine's followers in a department store?
He needed somewhere to put Fontaine's button. Why not shut down the competition in the bargain?
But I thought Andrew Ryan was all about free markets and open competition.
All those ideas lose their luster when the quarterly earnings come in and you find the other guys eating your lunch. Either way, Fontaine's dead.
It's freezing in here.
Something tells me all that cold isn't just coming from the ice rink.
Stay on the level. Out.
It's locked.
Keep a lookout. Done.
unless I say so. You got it. If anyone comes near that bottle without permission is a dead man.
This obliteration begins inside. Inside.
That'll do!
Eve, take it! I'll try to keep you stopped.
What did I do wrong? I could lose my job!
Get up. Get up.
Thanks.
You want to thank me? Next time, try ducking.
Been on this kind of thing going on 15 years now. I get some work, but I want to get back to real life.
Hey, we're all adults. Now we can work around a little grace.
With nothing!
Are you insane?
Think you can crack this one open?
Seems easy enough. There.
Damn it, that son of a bitch drank every last bottle of Old Man Winter.
I think I can help.
What was that?
It's a new plasmid. Lets me bring in things that might exist, but don't.
I'm not sure I understand. What's it called?
Tear.
Where'd you find that?
You don't expect a girl to share all her secrets, do you, Mr. DeWitt?
Your imperfections will gang up on you. Crisis. They must be excised. Like tuberous growth.
All right. I know you're the client and all, but I've gone about far enough without a few answers.
My purpose here is none of your concern. Consider me a means to an end.
And why do I get the feeling I'm being set up?
I told you I'm in collections. An account is in arrears. My clients simply want to see matters set to right.
Don't make any sense, that's all.
If you don't like the arrangement, the bathysphere's back that way.
My hand.
Elizabeth!
Bet.
That one.
On it! Here! It's over top right now.
Open it.
There.
I'm a legend, you hear? A legend!
Do it.
You bet. Sally's not your daughter. What's she to you? Why risk life and limb?
It's part of the job.
You owe me no explanation.
She's just another orphan. After Fontaine went down, City was lousy with him.
And?
I don't know. You have a reason for every stupid thing you've ever done? He started showing up, looking peaked. More fool me to feed the brat. Should have known she would have never.
How did you lose her?
It's none of your business.